You get up from the couch, and there they are. You go to the kitchen. They follow. Bathroom? They wait outside the door. Bedroom? They're already climbing onto the bed before you even sit down. It's like your dog is your little shadow, always 2 steps behind you, everywhere you go. At first, it might seem clingy or sweet. But after a while, you start to wonder. Why do they do this? What does it really mean when your dog follows you from room to room, day after day, like you're the sun they can't stop orbiting? The truth is, this behavior isn't random. It's not just about curiosity. And it's definitely not just about food. When your dog follows you around the house, they're communicating something far deeper than most owners realize. This isn't a habit. It's an emotional message, a love letter written in footsteps, in glances, in silence. To understand it, we have to go back to the roots of the dog-human bond. Thousands of years ago, dogs began as wolves who followed humans for food scraps. But over time, something changed. The smartest, most emotionally aware dogs didn't just follow for survival, they followed for connection. That instinct, that desire to be close, evolved over generations. And today? It lives in your dog's DNA. When they follow you from room to room, they're echoing a bond that was forged in loyalty, firelight, and unspoken trust. But let's go deeper. Because for many dogs, following their human isn't just instinct, it's emotional regulation. You are their safety zone. You are their constant. And being near you helps them feel balanced, especially in a world full of unfamiliar sounds, scents, and shifts. Your presence is their calm. Your movement is their guide. That's why they stick to you like glue. They're not just watching. They're mirroring. And here's something most people don't realize: dogs that follow you closely are often showing you the depth of their attachment style. Just like humans, dogs develop patterns of emotional connection. Some are independent. Some are anxious. And some are what behaviorists call securely attached. A securely attached dog will follow you because they love you, not because they fear being left. But an anxiously attached dog? They follow you because they're afraid you'll disappear. The key difference lies not in the steps they take, but in the energy behind them. If your dog follows you but is relaxed, tail low, eyes soft, they're likely just bonding. But if they follow with ears pinned back, tail down, pacing or panting, you may be looking at separation anxiety. And it's important to know the difference, not to scold them, but to understand how you can support them better. Puppies, for example, follow you because they imprint on you like a parent. To them, you're not just their human, you're their everything. Food, warmth, safety, love, it all comes from you. And even as they grow up, many dogs never fully outgrow this instinct. Especially if you've been consistent, gentle, and emotionally available. To a dog, consistency breeds trust. And trust breeds following. Some people joke that their dog has to know their every move. But what's really happening is more beautiful than we often admit. Your dog isn't obsessed with your routine. They're attuned to your energy. They notice when your breathing shifts. When your mood drops. When your shoulders slump. That's why they follow you. Not to invade your space, but to hold space for you. Quietly. Faithfully. Silently. And if you've ever been sick, or heartbroken, or struggling, and found your dog sticking even closer than usual, you've experienced this in its purest form. Dogs don't need words. They just feel. And sometimes, their following is their way of saying, I know something's wrong. I'm not leaving your side. There's also the guide instinct. In some breeds, especially working or herding breeds like Belgian Malinois, German Shepherds, or Border Collies, following is deeply wired. They see you as their job, their mission, their focus. And they will follow you not just with love, but with purpose. Watching you. Reading you. Protecting you. This isn't neediness. It's loyalty on a whole different level. But even for the gentlest lap dog, the behavior comes down to one universal truth: you are home to them. Your scent. Your sound. Your rhythm. It all tells them, this is where I belong. And that's why, even when you're just walking from one room to another, they trail behind like it's their only job in the world. Because to them, it is. And here's what most owners miss: that constant companionship is also a form of emotional memory making. Every room you enter, they associate with you. Your bedroom doesn't just smell like you, it feels like you. The kitchen doesn't just offer snacks, it reminds them of mornings together. Your footsteps aren't just movement, they're music. And your absence? It's felt. So the next time your dog follows you into the bathroom, or across the hallway, or up the stairs, take a second to see it for what it truly is. Not just a quirky behavior. Not just a shadow. But a silent promise: where you go, I go. Because you are my world. And maybe, just maybe, it's time we stop seeing that as clingy. And start seeing it as one of the most beautiful, wordless expressions of love we'll ever be lucky enough to experience.